So hey guys, and welcome back to another Access 72 video, and in today's video I'm back with another interview, and I'm here with Angbaya and Dili. Angbaya, how are we?
I'm good, thank you. How are you?
I'm doing great, mate. Thank you very much for coming on the channel.
It's alright, yeah, I'm happy to be here.
Great. And so, am I right in saying you're a welterweight who's 1-0?
Yeah, I'm a welterweight one and know, yeah.
Yep. Okay, great. And so, if you're on around here and you haven't subscribed, please do so. Like the video if you do need like the video, and let's get straight into it. So, I'm going to start off with the question which I always like to start off with, and that is, why did you start boxing?
I started boxing because I was at school and then one of the teachers at the time just was like, because obviously when we were at school, we were doing like various activities at lunchtime. So I was 15, and then obviously we'd go to football and other kids would go to boxing. So I thought to myself, because I was a footballer at the time and I had like various trials of different teams. So I thought to myself, let me just try boxing one time. And after, we used to go to Islington boxing, and then when I went to Islington, just done like on my first day we done sparring, and then enjoyed it. I thought to myself, is this for me? This for me? Then done sparring again the next day. Then just started sticking with it, and it just grew on me. So I started boxing. So yeah.
Good. That's good. Very good. And so you started from a good age, seemingly. And so, do you remember what happened in your first amateur fight?
Oh yeah. My first amateur fight. Oh, how old was that? I was about 18, 19, and I wouldn't say I was nervous because I trained properly for it, but it was a bit like, well, I'm gonna fight. Like, I could feel it between my legs and stuff. Like, it's a bit like nervously, but as I got closer, I just got more confident. But I wouldn't say I was technical as I am now. Just start throwing wild haymakers and stuff to win the fight. But yeah, it was just put on pressure. But yeah, it was good.
Okay. No, of course, that's where everybody has to start at some point. And so, what would you say was your biggest achievement from the amateurs?
My greatest achievement, when I was an amateur, to be honest, I never really focused on the amateurs as much. Because when I was there, I was training at another gym, which gym I'm at now, which is Pug. Because I was training there, I was doing like sparring with pros there, various pros. James Constanzo, Tommy Milch, that sparred. He was a Southern area at the time. I was sparring with Tom Ansell. I was doing various sparring with different pros, and then I just never focused on the amateurs because amateurs wasn't really my forte. Like, even though I fast tracked, which if I was to go back to amateurs again, I wouldn't fast track my amateur. I would have taken step by step. But when you're doing sparring with pros, you trying to fast track, so you think because you're at that level already, but realistically everything is step by step. Amateurs, I didn't really achieve nothing, to be honest, but if I was to go back, I will take everything step by step. But yeah.
Okay, no, that's interesting. Of course, you've got hindsight now, and well, how many amateur fights did you end up getting?
End up getting 11.
Okay, no, not a crazy amount then, but why did you end up turning professional when you did?
Sorry?
Why did you end up turning professional when you did?
Oh, end up turning professional. One, because I already knew I had the ability to turn pro. Like I said, I was already sparring pros at Don Charles' gym, and I just had everything. Like, my style just wasn't suited to the amateurs as well. Like, where I wait, think, pick a shot, and we'll do all that stuff. In amateurs, they're more focused on like wild shots and like more throwing punches, but with the pros it's more technical and stuff. So that's why I ended up just turning pro. So it wasn't suited for the amateurs.
Okay, no, definitely, and of course, I mean, things went well or going well so far. Of course, 1-0, won your first fight, and so how well do you think you performed in your debut?
My debut, I think I could have performed better. My time was a bit off at times, but I think I could perform better. But yeah, I know the next one will be much more easier. So that's what it is.
Indeed. And so, do you have a possible time of when you'll be back fighting again?
Uh, I would say June, early June.
Hmm.
So that's what would be my next fight. So yeah.
Okay, okay. And so, would you like to be somewhat active this year after this fight?
Yeah, after this fight, I'm looking to be more active. Last year was a bit of a bummer. I had just the one fight, and obviously I stuck in the gym, but it was just various cancellations of my fight. So I was supposed to fight again in November, end up getting cancelled. Then supposed to fight again in December, I just got cancelled. And then yeah, so obviously I was supposed to do one this year, end up getting cancelled as well. No, three this year, but all
Yeah,
three end up getting cancelled. So hopefully June. But yeah, it's life. Things come, things go.
of
So
course.
yeah.
No, yeah, it's unfortunate you've been very unlucky so far, and I mean, when you do eventually get this fight, and now you've had the experience of being in your debut, will you possibly be going in with maybe less nerves?
Yeah. So obviously, when I go and I already know what to do. I already know in the ring, so I'm more confident in myself now. I
Hmm.
already know. I already know like to pick my shots better. And yeah, I wouldn't be like obviously my professional debut. I wasn't nervous. Obviously, there will always be nerves
Of
like
course.
for any human. So, but I wasn't as nervous as I was in my first amateur fight. My
Hmm.
debut was just another day in the office.
Hmm.
And my second fight will be another day in the office as well. So it
Hmm.
is what it is.
No, it's a
Yeah.
good way of seeing it, definitely. And for anybody who's not seen you fight before, what would you say makes yourself interesting as a fighter?
Me, phew, I can mix it up.
Hmm.
I can infight, brawl, outbox, but my main style is just like more of an outbox because I like a bit of Roy Jones and stuff. So yeah, that's what I like to do.
Great, great. And well, of course, you are right at the start of your career at the moment. And so, what would you say is your
Yeah.
motivation?
Motivation. That's not a motivation. My motivation is mainly my past, just
Okay.
to prove like people wrong. So
Hmm.
that's my motivation. So I want to be like when I leave boxing, I want to leave boxing with something on the mark.
Hmm.
So people know who I am. So that's my motivation, my past. So yeah,
Hmm. That's great. That's great. Were you kind of wanting to leave somewhat of a legacy?
yeah, legacy, yeah, in
Hmm.
boxing. So that's my motivation. Yeah.
That's great. And so, of course, right at the start, like I've said a few times now. And so, how far do you believe you can go?
To be honest, I know what like I've said before. Obviously, like I've been asked that question so many times. I know where I can go, but obviously I don't like talking about it, like because you see other fighters they say, "Oh, I'll go here," but they don't end up reaching that level. I know where I'm gonna go. I know what I'm gonna do. Like obviously, I've got God behind me,
Hmm.
so with God I can go anywhere. So I know where I'm gonna go. No one talk about, but I just know where I'm gonna go, and I know where I'm headed. And I know what I'm gonna do.
Great.
So
Okay.
yeah.
Nice one. And so, I'll leave you with this final question, which I always like to ask you. We've got a little bit of a platform here. Would you like to shout anything out?
Yeah, I would like to shout one of my physios back and active osteopath. His name is called Damien, and I would like to shout Don Charles as well. Helped me a lot since I was a kid. He let me use the gym. I'd like to shout my trainer as well, Jason Matthews
Mm-hmm.
as well, former WBO world champion. Yeah, that's about it.
Okay, great. Okay, and so, well, thank you very much for doing this, mate. Maybe a little bit further along down the line, we can come back and do another one.
Yeah, sure. Hopefully, yeah.
Okay,
Thank
great.
you.
Great. And so, if you are new around here and you've
Uh,
got subscribe, please do so. Like the video if you're doing like the video, and thanks for watching.